So I don't know. Do we really need to go over these pro formas? Because I mean, we see these all the time, and we're kind of running out of time. We're actually 4 minutes over. Why
We just
don't?
go through it real quick and just,
Okay.
this is
Yeah, this
property know-how.
represents a real income property in Dayton.
Okay.
$81,000. That's incredible. Rents for, what's the rent on that?
825.
825. Okay, wherever you see that, there it is at the bottom.
Third from the bottom. Yep. I always have to search for it. But yeah, Dayton, Ohio 3. So this would be a real income property, obviously an existing property that's been renovated. And then I think you have one property from each type, right, Tim? So
I do. Then I have a new construction on Ocala. Once again, this rents for $1345.
Okay.
You can see the numbers there, the cash flow.
$4,000 a year with an 80% loan.
So lower percentage. The other one was a 1% of purchase price on rent. This is less, but look what you're getting, a brand new home in Florida.
Right. And less taxes. That's the key that I want to tell everybody is look at the 1%. A great rule of thumb. But look at taxes, because if you look at like Alabama, you're like, wow, that's not very much rent. $800 for a $100,000 house. The taxes are like $300 a year.
Yeah.
Where Cleveland, you're looking at, I get $1,200 for a $100,000 house, but my taxes are $2,000 a year. So that's an important factor is the taxes.
And Florida, Florida's Florida.
Yep.
And here's an example of a rental resale that we did in Alabama.
Right. Nice little $78 taxes a month.
Yeah, that makes it attractive.
Yep, there it is.
Okay.
All righty.
There's a question I want to address, the feeling of owning something 1,000 miles away. It was pretty scary the first time. We like to sort of hold hand on the first transaction because it is terrifying. But what is different today is all the technology available. I mean, you can almost feel like you have seen your property with all the video and pictures that you can get, and going online and going on Google and zooming down on it. I mean, there's so many ways that you can feel that you've been there, but we do say just go see it. It's in most cases a plane ride away, and you can get there in the weekend and come back. But if you can't, so many of our members just buy based on all the, getting the third-party appraisal, the third-party inspector, they're licensed, they've got to tell you the truth, about that property. So you're getting that feedback. And then you've got a property manager who is managing that for you. So like any business, you invest in stocks, but you've probably never, ever visited the headquarters of that company, but you're basing it on the numbers that you're looking at and the data that you see and where you project things are going to go, but you don't know. And you've certainly never gone and met the team, and you can do that. You can meet the team that's going to be managing your assets and go see the neighborhood. And then you've got to treat it like you treat any other business. I mean, again, Tim, we've got our employees all across the country. Now so many people are remote companies, and you still get stuff done. You still know that things are being done because of the systems that are in place today.
That's correct.
What about you guys? What are your feelings when you of owning something you can't see or travel too quickly?
That's why I think, we send out an investor checklist, which is, I send it out almost every strategy session that I do and my team does. It essentially just encapsulates the 17 steps to do, not necessarily every single one, but go down in order, what to do first, second, third. Talks about getting pre-approved, deciding what market to invest in, calling that market, watching the webinars. And then one of the key things is go and visit that market. Not everybody can. It's okay. We understand if people are busy, they can't necessarily take 2 days of their life. But if they do, especially your first time, you'll feel so much better after flying out to, Cleveland on a Sunday night, meeting with the Cleveland team for about 3 hours on Monday morning. And then, you can be back home Monday night, even if you live all the way in Seattle, if you wanted to. And then that way you just feel much better. You've looked people in the eye, you've seen the neighborhoods, you've seen what's outside the frame of the pictures. It's not scary. And that really, really helps. You don't have to do it every single time you buy something. It's more to get over the psychological hurdle initially of, I can't drive by my property on my way home from work to make sure that there's not a smoldering pile of rubble where the house once was. Once you get over that and you see that, gee, I'm getting my rent almost every month, if not every month, hopefully, then you're over the psychological hurdle, and then you can get over that. But it is a scary feeling, like Kathy said, but we've done our due diligence on these teams. They are beholden to us to perform well. They're responsible for our members. We're throwing our name behind this company. We wouldn't do that casually. You buy one, you get more comfortable, wait a few months, 6 months, whatever your pace, buy another one, it gets easier and easier.
Agreed. And if it's your first property out of town, the one thing you could do is work with get to know the property management company. That's key. And then maybe work some out where every 3 or 4 months for an extra fee, they'll go out and take pictures of the house. That's what helps you get through that initial concern.
Yep.
Our teams, our property management, the property teams that we work with are so good at communicating and understand. Just need to let them know what you want to know and make sure you understand the systems.
Okay, so we got to fly through these questions. Is it possible to get one loan on multiple properties? It is very difficult and expensive, and we don't really recommend it. But we do have some really good lenders on our resources page.
Yeah, a follow-up question that he asked about that is he doesn't want to have a bunch of hits on his credit. I mean, I've found, first of all, you can get more than one loan at once. Like I bought 2 Jacksonville properties at the same time, went through the process at the same time. So I'm only getting those credit hits once for both properties because they're checking me out at the same time. And a lot of them are soft hits. They rebound quickly. So I think it's not that big of a deal, really.
Okay. Association fees for the new homes, they're pretty low, right? If there are any.
Yeah, they're low. Yep.
They're low.
And they're all disclosed, and they put stuff in the bylaws and you'll know exactly how far they can go up, how much they can go up. But we do keep an eye on all of that.
Do the PM teams do regular property inspections? Most of them do, yes. Some of them, there's a small fee. Some of them just do them automatically, but it's good to get eyes inside your property. And most of our teams also say, hey, when we're sending out somebody for routine maintenance, change a filter, check whatever to keep an eye out, look around, make sure there's not, 18 pit bulls in the backyard or 15 people living there. So they're looking out for that, just to be another set of eyes.
Yep, and that's a great question to ask on your tour or when you're looking at a team.
Okay, we're almost out of time, but I'll ask Ben, what is your favorite new construction market?
New construction market, I feel pretty good about Atlanta just because it's just, biggest airport in the country, just well-versed, just super busy. I really like that. And I also like Orlando, believe it or not. The reason I'm not saying Tampa, I like Tampa's new construction quite a lot, but I just really like their resale stuff even better. So I would say Atlanta is probably my favorite.
Okay. Tim, Ocala is kind of like a little retirement town. Why is that on our list?
Oh, Ocala is growing like unbelievable. At the time, it was growing that way when we worked with our team, Brian. And from 2 years ago till today, it doesn't look like the same town. And it's actually Brian's almost sold out everything in Ocala. It's unbelievable how fast it's growing.
Equestrian capital of the world, but it's not really a sleepy little retirement place. There's a lot going on there.
They built a $1 billion horse training thing there. Yeah, it's like $1 billion. They just put a horse. I think it's 3 miles long. It's something huge. It's unbelievable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Lots of young families, and we're going to see more and more people moving into small towns because they can now work remotely, and they kind of want to be out of the big cities these days.
Yeah, it's affordable.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, there were other questions, but we do need to wrap up, so we'll get back to you on those or reach out to your investment counselor. If you don't have one, sign up. You can do that at RealWealth.com and ask for an investment counselor, and we can answer these questions, and we'll get back to you on the ones that we weren't able to answer today. So Ben and Tim, thank you so much for being here. And
thank you, Kathy. It was great. We got to do this more often. I like these panel formats.
Yeah, it's fun. It's great to be able to get the questions. And sorry, we're over time, everyone. Thanks for being here, and hopefully we will see you soon. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.